Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasan427, and today I am super excited to actually be bringing you this review. You see, with all the accessories that actually comes with, stuff like that. But if you don't know, I'm a huge Batista fan. I love Batista. He's definitely in my top 10, maybe even in my top 5. And this is one of the best Ultimate Editions to me. I know that the body texture and everything like that is pretty much perfect on this figure and stuff like that. And I think the accessories are great. But now, actually getting closer look at the box. And as you can see, looking at this Batista figure, I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. This actually is Walmart. Walmart's terrible. This is Target exclusive, which I believe is pretty much sold out at this point. I don't think it went up in value like crazy. Maybe soon it will be, but pretty much I don't really see it in Targets anymore. But definitely Target exclusives are way better. This was actually in abundance just about a month ago. Actually in abundance. Now when I go to Target, I really don't see them. I think they pretty much sold out. But getting into this box, you see actually up top, you see it says WWE Ultimate Edition Batista right here. And the thing I love about the exclusive, they actually switch it up from the regular, is that the box is actually red, mostly red and a little bit of white, where the regular one is mostly white with a little bit of red. So that's actually the switch up that they actually use. We see it says Batista up top of here, 8+. And see, looking at this, I'll go way in more detail with these accessories, which are absolutely great. Love these accessories right here. See the Batista figure right here. The animal t-shirt, World Heavyweight Championship. You actually get regular hands right here. We was actually holding out. Thumbs down hand. You see there's come fist of hands. It actually comes mic holder hands actually on him. You see on this side it says WWE Legends. This is the Legends series of, basically the Legends series of the Ultimate Edition. You see a picture of Batista right here. It says Batista at the bottom. You see on the back, now this is actually, I believe he wore this on episodes of Raw, but in New Year's Revolution 2005. That's basically what this is from. You see that actually highlighting his WrestleMania 21 stuff right there. Now, I don't know if they'll give us a gear of that. They probably will give us a gear of that at WrestleMania 21. See, he's at 6'6", Washington, D.C., Batista Bomb. You see his World Heavyweight Champion. He's also Adrian Gracie Batista on this side. The box is absolutely great. I love the boxes on these Ultimate Editions. But enough of the box, actually pulling the figure out of the packaging. And on the inside, I had to show you guys this. It says I Walk Alone. That's fantastic from his actually theme song. And up top, it says the animal. And as you can see right here, looking at this Batista figure, I mean, this Ultimate Edition is supposed to be the best version of these figures. This is the highest quality of it, of all these wrestlers. And that's what this definitely is. I absolutely love this figure. I mean, it's a great attire right here. I mean, are there some more famous attires of his? Yes. And I think they could do a lot with this. I do think we'll be getting more WWE Batista Ultimate Editions coming up inside the future and stuff like that. I do think we'll be getting way more. But I absolutely love this attire. I love this figure. And actually, you know, from this time period, it's great to see this, to get more Ruthless Aggression. We're getting a ton of more Ruthless Aggression, actually Ultimate Editions coming inside the future, which I'm super excited about that. Just we'll be getting way more of those. But actually, go at a close-up look at this figure. And as you can see, looking at a close-up shot of this figure, they're starting out with the head sculpt. I mean, the head sculpt is fantastic on this. It's just the plain head sculpt right here. I'll get into more detail once I get into the other head sculpts, when I get into more of the accessories. But this is a really cool head sculpt right here. And it's really cool. Definitely got the hairline on point. Got the goatee right there. Definitely a great likeness to Batista. No really pink floss on the head sculpt really at all. And you see it actually comes with butterfly joints, so that's great as well. And you see it comes with tattoos. They have all tattoos at this time, but this is like the prime peak Batista right here. And you see, I think this abs is body torsion and everything, I think it's absolutely perfect. They don't always get it right, to be honest, but this one is great. See more tattoos right here. I think the arms are on point. I think they got the size of the arms right. It's basically the perfect like formula to me for Batista. I don't know how other people feel about it, but turn off the comment section below. You see legs right here. Got an absolutely point with the red kick pads right here. I always love Batista boots. That's one of the things I loved about Batista the most, is actually his boots. I always love the way they looked and stuff like that. But that looks good as well. Look at the belly button tattoo right there. That looks fantastic. And actually looking at the back of this, you turn it over, they got this awesome back tattoo right here. That looks fantastic. Actually open it up even more. Awesome back tattoo right here. You see the butterfly joints right there. You see the bottom of the tattoo. Always love this tattoo. Probably my favorite Batista tattoo. See, it says Batista on the back of here, right here. That looks great as well. But yeah, this thing is absolutely completely on point to what Batista looked like at this time. The complete perfect representation, which all Ultimate Editions aren't like that, but I do think this is one of the top Ultimate Editions, just to me personally right here. This is one of the top ones. But actually, we get into the accessories next. And as you can see, looking at all of the accessories that actually comes with, I actually want to start out with these contracts. So this is probably the coolest thing, something that we haven't really seen from them. You see, looking at these contracts, actually has everything that was actually written in real life. And you see everything is actually on it. Triple H and Batista, and it says take place at WrestleMania 21. All persons have agreed to the terms and conditions. And you see right here, which is the other option, if he actually went to SmackDown, it would have been Batista, JBL, and John Cena inside of a triple threat match. So that's absolutely fantastic. You see on the back, actually says SmackDown right here, which he ended up eventually going to SmackDown. But you see on here, actually says Raw. So that's fantastic detail right here. We all know he chose Raw and he faced Triple H at WrestleMania, but that's great detail. Especially if you have him outside the box, I think holding both of these will be great, especially if they gave us like a suited version, or you made your own custom suited version or something like that. But especially if they gave us a suited version, that would be great to actually have these inside collection as well. Moving on to the next one. I mean, we've seen this in a million type of things. World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, seems like it comes with everything. I mean, it should come with a lot of that stuff. But seen this a million times. You know, same scope, same mode. They don't always fix it. Like for WWE figures, it's not supposed to completely be like this. And they'll use the same exact thing, which they need to update that. That's the only thing. But yeah, it's still really cool. This is probably my favorite championship of all time. It's fantastic. What they need to do is actually which I think they are going to start doing, because I've seen it on a newer figure where they actually start putting like the nameplate there. I think that'll add a touch to it, to where like people actually want it, because like it says Batista on it. So that make people want it even more. Actually getting into this cloth goods, you see it says Batista. The Batista shirt, which says the animal on it. I think it's fantastic. Of course, it has the Velcro, which I believe on the earlier ones, they were doing it like where it's all seamless. I don't know if they reverted back to this. Maybe they thought it was just better. Maybe people were complaining about it. But it says the animal on it. Fantastic right there. Absolutely love this right here. That's great. And as you can see over here, come with all the hands. They come with mic holder hands on him. And see, because he comes with fisted hands, these two fisted hands right here. These are really, really cool. So he actually comes with two fisted hands. Same Batista skin tone, everything like that. With the other fisted hand, he actually comes with two, which these are usually cross-shop hands for DX, but you see his regular hands like there. That's really, really cool. He actually gets two of these for the right and left. And what's the main thing, which is cool, which they probably use the same move for actually Rob Van Dam, but this is actually the thumbs up, thumbs down, which actually started from this moment actually on Monday Night Raw. We actually chose Triple H, which is fantastic. This is probably my favorite set of hands, because this definitely personifies what Batista actually is. You see there's a little damage on it. Just took this out of the packaging, but see, that looks great as well. Get into like one of my favorite things is actually these head scoops. And actually getting into the first head scope, you see the Screaming head scope right here. So this is really cool. I think it looks exactly like Batista. It's a great head scope, great likeness to Batista. I think all three of these head scopes are great likenesses on it. See, that's the inside on it right there. But it's definitely a great likeness to Batista. And I don't really have that much, you know, paint flaws on it. I actually got another one of these and it has a lot of paint flaws on it, but this one actually doesn't. So that's really, really cool as well. See, looking at that head scope. And you actually get one more head scope. And actually, it's smiling head scope. But I think this is fantastic as well, too. It looks exactly like Batista. I mean, they're just getting so great as these head scopes. I think the hair and everything like that, the headlines, everything about it is great on this figure. Everything is absolutely fantastic on this. And I'm just super, super excited to actually have this Batista inside my collection. But next up, what I actually be doing is get into the posing. And actually wrapping this video up, you want to talk about the Ultimate Batista, it's definitely this figure. This is the best Batista figure that Mattel has ever put out. Probably the best Batista figure just period ever, to be honest. I love everything about it. It's everything that you would want to come with Batista, from all of his greatest, pretty much his greatest defining moment. It's a great attire that I don't believe that we've really ever seen like that. I would think they would go to WrestleMania 21 gear, which they'll probably give us later on down the line. I've seen a bunch of customs on this, because he actually used this a lot. I believe like a backlash gear, the blue one, that looks great and fantastic as well. So hopefully they give us that, as well as a repaint and stuff like that. But they already started to use a lot of these parts for actually elites, which they actually always do that. First they use it for Ultimate Edition, then it's for elites. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up. See if you can still find that at Target. You still find it on aftermarket for a pretty good price from what I've seen and stuff like that. But yeah, this definitely is a 10 out of 10 figure just to me personally. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.